Hello, ladies. I am always an early bird, so I wanted to hop on just a minute early so that could give you guys enough time to get your booties in here, get situated, and get ready to learn how and why we sponsor. It's a tough one for a lot of people, so I'm going to give people a few minutes. Once I start to see a few ladies hopping in, then I will get started because I've got lots of information to cover. I've got notes to keep me on track because sponsoring is not a one-size-fits-all thing. So got lots of different methods that you guys can sponsor. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, maybe just like a minute, like split second. So come on in. Let me know when you're here. I see that Brandy is here. The Lone Ranger. So as you guys hop on, just let me know that you're here. Give me some love, give me some hearts, give me something just so I know that you're listening. Okay. Well, Michelle's here. Okay. So Michelle has asked me to come in here to talk about sponsoring. And sponsoring is honestly something that a lot of people struggle with. So if you are struggling with sponsoring, I want you to know that it is completely normal to try and have it not pan out the way you expect it. But the thing with sponsoring is there is no one size fits all for everyone. So what works for one presenter may not work for another presenter. So it's a matter of trial and error. It is all boils down to what are you willing to try to see what fits you. So you have to really try everything, see how it works, improve on it, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then so be it. There's other methods that you can do. So just remembering that there is no secret potion, there is no secret system to sponsoring, and understanding that it takes time. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it does take time because we are in a relationship business. I know a lot of people, they want to sponsor everyone, they want to sell everything, but when you strip away everything, our business is about building relationships. So everything that we do goes around those relationships. So if you are working towards sponsoring people, you need to be able to build that foundation and build that relationship with them and be able to speak to them about how this will solve something in their life, how it'll benefit them in their life. So it's going to take time, it's going to take consistency, and it is just going to take daily effort over and over. One of the biggest things that people don't understand is that people are watching, even if they aren't liking, even if they aren't commenting. If you are planting seeds and you are using law of attraction on your Facebook page, then they are watching. They see what is going on. They may not be ballsy enough to actually comment on it, but they are silently watching you for the moment that something just clicks and they are ready. So, why do we sponsor? Well, first of all, because that's how our comp plan is set up. Our comp plan is designed so that at any point in time, you cannot just kick back and relax and enjoy the ride. You constantly have to be held accountable, and it prevents people from getting stagnant in their business. It holds everyone to the same level of accountability that even when you get to the top of the company, you still have to be working your business. You still have to be building your business in order to maintain those ranks. So you are only one person. There are only so many people that you can talk to in a day. There are only so many people that you can sell products to in a day or a week or a month. Eventually, you are going to run out of people to sell to, or even just to supplement that income. Like say that you want to be making an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month. You know how much in PRS you would have to sell by yourself to have that kind of income. Residual income is when you are paid off of the efforts of a lot of people. And that is what this industry is about. Residual income is where a bunch of people are doing a little bit of work. And that is where the magic really happens. So you constantly want to be sponsoring and building your team to create that residual income where you don't have to be sleeping and breathing to sell thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of PRS every month just to make the income that you want to be able to live the lifestyle that you want. Does that make sense? Give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up if that makes sense to you. Eventually you are going to run out of prospects. So you are going to be able to maximize your productivity, maximize the amount of company sales, the size of your team, so that you can further rank through the business or the comp plan. And so you can further increase your residual income. So there's only so much that one person can do. But when you have lots of people doing a little bit of the work, it minimizes how much of the work you actually have to do. Now, that does not mean that you can just do the bare minimum, especially as you're growing the business. In the beginning, you need that momentum. So don't misconstrue that as doing the bare minimum is okay, because I still set my standards very high for myself, even at the stage in my business that I am. So even though I am to the point where a bunch of people doing the work is a lot, I still hold myself to a certain standard, because your team is going to do what you do, not what you say to do. So keep that in mind. So there are a lot of ways that you can sponsor. You can private message people. You can find them in parties. You can do vendor events, your friends, your family. There are so many ways that you can reach people about the opportunity. But as a social media business, what is going to sell your business the most and sell the opportunity the most is going to be your personal page. Your personal page needs to be public. It needs to be your storefront of your business, which means it needs to be clean, no vulgar language, no rude, crude, socially unacceptable material. You want it to be clean. You want it to be warm, welcoming, inviting. You want it to be exciting, eye-catching, fun. But more than anything, you want them to see your life. You want to see how you are still going about your day the same as you were before, and show exactly how unique fits in to those little pockets of your life. Because most of us don't spend every waking hour on our business. We have things that we need to do that are non-negotiable on our schedules, and we fit unique into those little pockets so that we can get stuff done without sacrificing other things in our life. So law of attraction is going to be the biggest component of sponsoring. You are selling a lifestyle more than anything. You are not selling the opportunity. You are not selling the products. You are selling the lifestyle of what is possible with the opportunity. So you need to be showing what Younique has done for you. Let them see the growth in you personally. Let them see the excitement that you're having. Let them see how much fun you are having with your job. Like, this doesn't even feel like a job, but it is. Let them see that you are doing it from your home, from your cell phone, out at the park, wherever you are. Show them what you are capable of from anywhere. Show them how you are your own boss. If you don't have to work one day, be like, my boss let me sleep in today. No biggie. Hashtag I'm the boss. Whatever it is, you want to sell that lifestyle to them, because whether it is you buying a Starbucks latte with your Younique card, that is a luxury to a lot of people. It may not feel like a luxury to you, but to a lot of people on your Facebook page, that could be something that they are dying to have, is just a little extra money every week to be able to splurge on a latte. Not just like a homemade one, but like an actual like gourmet latte, okay? So think about, even if it's not something that may be like mind-blowing or life-changing for you, think about who out there would die for the opportunity to have just a little extra buffer money, or a little bit extra freedom, or maybe extra time to spend with their family. Whatever it is, you are selling a lifestyle. So your Facebook page is going to be your storefront. It is going to be where everyone sees the good, the bad, and the ugly, your life and your unique business and what it has given to you. So again, that takes time and that takes consistency. So even when you feel like people aren't watching, they are watching, but they haven't had that aha moment just yet. And sometimes that takes time. No matter how much we want it for people, they have to have that aha moment where they're like, okay, I am ready to do this. Where do I sign up? So it's going to take time and consistency to make that happen. Your parties are going to be a huge aspect that you can sponsor. A lot of presenters don't even focus on sales in their parties anymore. They focus on it being a network of people that they can get to know and that they can become friends with. So if you think about it and switch your mindset that way, it's not to get a qualified party or to have like this $1,000 party. You have a brand new, fresh network to become friends with. They just opened up a completely new door for you. So have fun with it. Teach them how to do their makeup. Get them engaging and get them able to relate to you. Be real, be raw, be genuine to who you are so that you can relate to them. And if there is someone that you really seem to connect with, add them on Facebook and just shoot them a simple message like, girl, we had a blast in so-and-so's party. I loved your energy. I just wanted to send you a friend request so we can keep in touch. Simple, easy peasy. It doesn't have to be spammy. It doesn't have to be awkward. Just let her know, like, you're cool. I like you. So parties open up a brand new set of doors. In those parties, anyone who orders, add them as a friend on Facebook. If you meet someone new out in the world, add them on Facebook. Anyone that you can get to add on Facebook, they are now seeing everything that you do, which goes back to what we just said about your Facebook being your storefront. They are seeing your life, they are seeing what you do, and they are seeing that you are having one heck of a time doing it and that you're doing really well with it. So that leads me to my next one. Even if you have not seen the success that you want for yourself or that you know that you're capable of, fake it till you make it. They do not know our comp plan. People on the outside have no idea what yellow is versus black. They don't know blue versus orange. All they know is that when you're shouting people out, thanking them for their orders, when you are shouting your girls out that they joined, when you are shouting your girls out for getting close to promotions or promoting, whatever it is that you are shouting out, all they see is that you are having success. For all they know, you could be like a 7-figure earner in your business. They don't know what is happening, so you need to fake it till you make it. Put your big girl panties on and just act like you are the best darn presenter there ever was. Rock your business no matter what. If you are yellow status, you are going to be the best darn yellow status presenter there ever was. If you are pink, you are not just pink. So don't ever say that to me, okay? You're not just pink. You are not just blue. You are the best pink or blue or green, whatever it is out there. And you are going to rock that persona to everyone on your Facebook page and let them see that you are absolutely killing it in your business. And by doing that, you are manifesting that. You are putting that positive energy out into the world, and you are going to attract that positive energy. When you feel successful and you treat yourself like a success, that is going to come back to you. So treat your business like a business, and other people will treat it like a business as well. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. So take your business seriously and understand that you have an amazing opportunity to share with people. So this is going into the next one. You need to change your mindset. You are not just getting people to join. Do not use the term join my team, please. Delete that from your memory. Delete that from your vocabulary. Don't use join my team. And the reason is it is a self-serving phrase, okay? By join my team, they are not getting anything from that. They are helping you. But the first thing that people think when they hear a question or a statement is, what's in it for me? What's in it for them? There's nothing in it for them. They're helping you. So join my team is very self-serving, and you need to reword your statements to start it out with what's in it for them. I know you've been struggling financially. Now, I wouldn't necessarily just go to someone that I don't know and say this, but say it's one of your best friends. I know you've been struggling financially, and I want what is best for you. And I think this would be an amazing opportunity to help you overcome what you're struggling with right now. Versus, girl, you need to join my team. Let's make you some money. There's two different, it's all in the wording of how you say things. So if you feel like you are being spammy when it comes to offering the opportunity to people, 9 times out of 10 you are being spammy. If you feel spammy just typing it, then most likely it is spammy. Talk about what is in it for them. Get to know them enough that you know how this opportunity is going to fix something in their life or better something in their life. So if you know that they're struggling financially, if you know that maybe they have poor confidence, maybe they have lost their identity, they don't know who they are besides being a mom, whatever it is, get to know people so you know how this opportunity is going to fit them specifically. I had something else I was going to say and I just lost my train of thought. Oh, the perspective that you were looking at. It is not about joining. It's not about getting people to join your team. It's not about having the most people to ever join your team. You have a gift. And I want you to make a visual of this. When you joined, that black box is a gift. Imagine that you open it and all of these things start fluttering out. You've got confidence, empowerment, validation, whatever it is starts fluttering out. You have the opportunity to give that gift to everyone. You know what's in that box, but they don't know what's in that box. You have this gift, and it is up to you to share it with everyone that you come in contact with, because there may be something in that box that can flutter out that will change their life. So when you switch your mindset away from you're getting people to join your team to I have this amazing gift that has changed my life, that I can pay it forward to change someone else's life. So it is about giving a gift, and whether they take it is completely up to them. The ball is in their court, but you know that you have offered that gift, and you can continue to follow up, and you can continue to build that relationship and be like, girl, I'm telling you, this will change everything for you. And it's okay to kind of make fun of yourself and be like, hey, crazy lash lady over here again, but I cannot get you out of my mind. I know that you would be amazing at this and that this could change everything for you. Don't be afraid to make fun of yourself and be like, hey, me again, hi. I do that all the time. But it is a gift. So think about what Younique has given you. Even if you have just started, I know that you've felt something. There is something that Younique has given you that you did not expect. It has given you maybe the courage to do something way out of your comfort zone. Maybe you just did a video and you've never done a video before. Completely out of your comfort zone. It gave you courage. It empowered you to do something that you didn't think you could do. Be vulnerable. Be willing to share that with people. People are going to connect more with your vulnerability than your weakness versus anything that you could possibly say about your strengths. They want to see the real you. They want to see a real, everyday woman accomplishing her goals, overcoming her fears, and changing her life. So you are presenting this gift to them. Whether they take it, completely up to them. But it would be very, very selfish of you knowing what you know is in that box and not sharing it with them. So I want you to rid yourself of any fear of reaching out to people because you're afraid of sounding spammy. You are afraid of what they will think of you. You have a gift. You have this pretty black box that could change everything. You offer it to them. You're genuine. You're excited. They can feel that passion from you because you know what's in that box. So you want to portray that energy, that excitement. You want to encapsulate that energy that you had when you first clicked join and you were so excited and so nervous and you just wanted to scream it from the mountaintops. You want to share that with everyone, okay? So you are sharing a gift. You are not getting people to join your team. You are building relationships. You are being authentic. Let me make sure that I have everything else. Law of attraction, we already went over that. Customer follow-ups. This is a great way to break the ice with people. And if you are not following up with your customers, you are leaving lots of money on the table. Follow-up is where it is at. You'll hear it all the time. Fortune is in the follow-up. It's super simple. It takes a few seconds. And this is a great icebreaker for people. So I usually pick one day a week and I will follow up with all my customers from 2 weeks prior. That way I know that they've gotten their product and they've possibly had a chance to play around with the product. And what you are going to do is you are just going to reach out to them and say, hey, Susie, I just wanted to see how you are loving your new mascara. I'm just throwing out a product. This is back to how you word things. How are you loving your new blah, blah, blah? If you ask them, how do you like it? Then it kind of gives them the opportunity to say, yeah, I don't like this, I don't like that. But if you tell them or ask them, how are you loving your new X, Y, and Z? They start thinking of all the things that they do love about it. So like kind of gives them a negative route, whereas love kind of gets them thinking happy thoughts about what they do love about the product. So you're just going to ask them a simple question, how are you loving your products? When they respond, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh my gosh, I love it. Where has this been all my life? And you are going to use this as your icebreaker. You're going to say, I knew you were going to love it. I tried to tell you that. And you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but most presenters started as customers that love the product. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Just get super excited and just break the ice. They love the product. They've already ordered from you. That relationship is there. Throw it out there. Offer them the gift. Who wouldn't want to get commission on their own orders or be able to just have their friends and family purchase through their website? So that is going to create the dialogue for you to share the opportunity nonchalantly. So, let's see. And if they say no, and they say, no, I really don't have the time. No, I don't have the money. Don't just end the conversation there. Use that as an opportunity to continue to build that relationship and help overcome objections. It's very easy to be like, oh, I know what you mean, girl. No biggie. But when you start to actually listen to what they're saying, most of the time, they're saying that out of fear because they're afraid that they're going to fail. So they're saying, I don't really know. It's mostly them kind of like fishing, like, help me. Like, I kind of want to do it, but no, I don't think I can. So you are going to use that opportunity to listen to what they are saying and overcome those objections with them. So if there are a bunch of videos on this. So Sarah Robbins has a bunch of them on YouTube. Matt Morris has some on YouTube. There's tons of overcoming objections, but those two are like my go-tos. So practice overcoming those objections. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And remember that when you offer the opportunity to someone and they say no, it has nothing to do with you. It is not personal. It is not because they don't like you. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not that they're looking for someone better. I know how the mind thinks. Like, we go to like this really dark place. Like, oh my gosh, they hate me. Like, I can't be seen in public ever again. It's not like that at all. Don't take it personal. If people say no, that means you're one step closer to a yes. It is not a permanent response. And it can change with time, which is why we follow up even when people tell us no. Christina McKeon, your upline, she told me no 4 different times, and it took her 7 months of watching me before she finally had that aha moment that she was ready to do this. And the selling point was, I posted about how I was going to be on the cruise to Cozumel, or not Cozumel, Jamaica. I hadn't earned it yet. The earning period had just started, and I spoke it into existence. I said, I'm going to be on that cruise. I'm going to Jamaica with my husband. And she was like, I want to go on a cruise to Jamaica. I want to travel. If I hadn't have posted that, would she have joined? I don't know. That was the selling point for her. That was the aha moment. She was like, I want what Megan has. Megan is having fun, and she's earning a cruise. For all she knew, I was already on that boat. Megan just earned a cruise. I want a cruise. And she was like, okay, we're doing this. So don't be afraid to post, because you never know who is going to be needing exactly that post to send them over the edge and be like, I'm ready to do this. Sign me up. Let's do it. So you don't have to be pushy. And it doesn't mean that they won't ever join you. It just means that right now is not a good time. Some less comfortable options for sponsoring is direct messaging. It's easier when it's your warm market. Your warm market is your friends, your family, your coworkers, people that you know. They have a relationship with you. They trust you. They love you. All that stuff. So you should by now have a 100s list. 100 names of people that you want to share the opportunity with. You're going to make your way down that list. You're going to continue adding to that list over time. And you're just going to keep making your way down. Make some notes of what they said. Follow back up. But your warm market are people that know, love, and trust you. And those are the easier people to reach out to, because you can be a little bit more yourself. When it comes to your cold market and people that maybe you added on Facebook or that you have mutual friends with, that you connected with, those are a little bit harder, and that's where it really, really takes time. And it takes building that trust and building that relationship to get to them to the point where they're like, okay, I trust her enough that I am willing to listen to what she has to say. So they trust you enough to lend an ear and listen to what you have to say. And then they may just not answer after that, honestly. But you've planted that seed, and you're going to water that seed with your Facebook page. Everything that you post could potentially be that watering of that seed that they need to join. So cold market is much harder, but you always want to be expanding your network so that you're expanding your visibility, expanding the people that you have to share the opportunity with. And don't judge anyone. Don't count anyone out because you don't think that they would be interested. Don't assume. It's not up to you to decide, it's up to them to decide. You offer the gift. If they want it, they'll take it. If not, so be it. Your business is not dependent on their response. Blitzing is very uncomfortable for me. Even at this point in my business, it still makes me very uncomfortable. Blitzing, you've probably heard this term a lot. We have blitz cards. They're like 4x6 or 5x7 postcards, and it's got information on the business on it. If I am out at a restaurant and my server is like super bubbly, super awesome, if I'm not feeling very brave that day, I will write her like a little thank you note on the receipt, and I'll slide my blitz card in. If I'm feeling super ballsy, or my husband pushes me, because he tends to do that. He likes to push me to do uncomfortable things. Then I will say something to her like, I absolutely love your energy. You have been so much fun. I think you would be amazing at what I do. And I just kind of leave it there. And she's like, well, what do you do? It's like, well, I have my own makeup business. It is completely online. So much fun. I do tutorials. It's just awesome. It's the craziest thing I've ever done. And she may or may not do anything with it, but I always leave her with my blitz card. And a lot of times I'll say, oh, check it out. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But you've planted that seed. You've given her that information. It's completely up to her. And the more you do it, I would love to say the more comfortable you get with it, but blitzing is just one of those things where it's not really ever comfortable. But you do it and you kind of get yourself out of your comfort zone, and you never know who you're going to meet. So something that my husband and I have been working on is, instead of pushing the business opportunity when like we're out to eat or whatever, getting them to follow me on Facebook. So it's almost like real life friend requesting. Like if I can get that person to friend request me on Facebook, then I can show them exactly what I do. I can build that relationship. I can wow them with my job if I can just get them on Facebook. I know that much about myself. If I can get people to follow me, I can wow them. So being confident in yourself enough to get people over to your Facebook page and get her to just follow me, see what it's all about. I think that's it. My throat hurts. All this talking. I think I covered it. You can also go into online groups that have like interests, like say knitting is your hobby. I'm just pulling that out of my butt. Say knitting is your hobby. Find people or groups around you for knitting enthusiasts. Maybe you're into like craft beers. Find a craft beer group around you and just like talk about your normal stuff in there. Like talk about whatever interests you in that hobby and build that relationships with those people, because you already have something in common. So build those relationships with them. Post in there every once in a while and just be like, what's your favorite blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is to do with that hobby, and just build relationships that way. I'm sure there's tons and tons of stuff that I missed, but I'm trying to make sure. But all of these methods I talked about, they all go back to law of attraction. They all go back. Like they all go hand in hand and they all work full circle, but they all need time and they all need consistency. That is what feeds them, and positivity. You do need positivity too. But if you guys have any questions, let me know and I will stick around for a minute and see if anyone had questions about any of that stuff. But for the most part, it's all trial and error. You just have to see what works for you. I messaged everyone under the sun when I started with Younique. And it paid off, because even those people that didn't respond to my messages, they read it and never responded, they still watched, and a lot of them have joined. So it's it's a really crazy process when you see people that you had no idea that they were watching you, and boom, they're ready to join. So don't count anyone out. And if you're consistent and they're seeing all that stuff, then just give it some time, water those seeds, and boom. I mean, Michelle, I remember, weren't you having a hard time with sponsoring? And then all of a sudden, like, the floodgates, like, opened and, like, everyone began joining. You had crazy PRS, but you were having trouble with people joining. And then kept telling you, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And then boom. Boom shakalaka. Yeah. The floodgates will eventually open. And it's like the snowball. You're rolling the snowball up the hill. And it's getting bigger and it's getting heavier and it's getting harder to push. But as soon as you hit that top of the hill, that snowball takes off. And that's exactly how this is. If you're planting those seeds and you're pushing and you're still going and you're still doing everything that you're being taught to do, when you hit the top of that hill or that mountain, whatever it is, that snowball is going to go. You want that momentum. It pays off all that pushing up the hill, I promise. So, questions, anyone? Mine has a delay, so I needed to give it a second to see if anyone really does have questions. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. If you have any questions, just feel free to message me. My messenger is always open for you guys. I check my filtered messages often so that I don't miss any messages from people that aren't friends with me on Facebook. But I'm glad that it was helpful, Brandy. So there will probably be lots of people that message me later once they get to see the playback. But thank you so much, Michelle, for having me. And go sponsor like a beast. Share that opportunity with everyone because you have an amazing gift to share. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So I will talk to you guys later. Mwah!